Okay, we need to talk because not just your coaching business, but you will be stagnant if you do not fix these two things. I'm telling you right now because I hear way too much of it just talking to people on Instagram and just from fitness coaches all together, everywhere. Okay, two things: your identity, yes, and your offer. Let's focus on you first. Okay, let's focus on you first. As far as your identity is considered, a lot of you guys, your goals are just way too low. And more importantly, your standards are way too low. Did a little post on this. I didn't think it was too much. It was one little text post. It wasn't much. I thought that would address it enough. But really, your standards are the point to which you're not gonna let yourself go below it, right? This is the standard you've set for yourself. So you feel sick in your stomach if by some magical happening, it just has to happen and you're not able to own up. You'll stay up late getting this work done because you know it's due tomorrow. It's a standard. Okay, and then your goals are like, oh, that's what I'm aiming for, right? So if your standard does not change, you start the business, you start moving forward, you're like, okay, I'm gonna be a fitness coach or I'm gonna be a coach, and you don't move your standard at all, but your goals are like, okay, I'm gonna raise my goal a little bit. I'm trying to hit, I don't know, like maybe 5K. Two things wrong here. One, your standard hasn't moved. How the heck are you gonna even hit that? And two, why is your goal so low? Why? Why are you putting a ceiling on it? And I know why. It's because in your head, you're like, I don't know. You have all this doubt. But here's the thing, if your belief is not strong enough, it's gonna be a low goal. If your belief in what you can do is not big enough, you won't go far. It's as simple as that. And I'm sure you want to. I'm sure you wish you could go far. I'm sure you have all these ambitions in your head that, pop in every once in a while, just when you're thinking, oh, what if? And the question is that good? Are you okay with that? You fine with that, just keeping it on the pillow? Just, oh, it's what if? What if I made money? What if, this actually became my source of freedom? And then you act the same, that's your standard, and your goal is low. So a lot of people don't even hit their goal because it's so low. Like, set the higher goal, 10, 20, 30, set the higher goal first, because if you start raising your standard with a low goal, you're gonna reach the point where you hit that goal and it's right where your standard is. So you're just like happy go lucky, like I can do everything that I'm setting out to do, which is fine, it's good, but it's not gonna produce growth. So first, raise your goal if you actually want to achieve it, otherwise stop lying to yourself. You don't wanna hit 2K a month, you wanna hit 10K, you wanna hit 20K, you wanna hit 30K, and then you want it to keep going. But for now, you have a high goal that scares you because in 2 weeks, 2 months, it's not gonna scare you anymore. It's gonna feel like the future that you deserve and you're gonna work for it. And that's when you raise your standard. Because if you don't raise the standard, you're not hitting the goal. There should be a disparity, but it shouldn't be huge. And it shouldn't be like this. Your standard shouldn't be your goal to just be at the lowest standard all the time. And the disparity shouldn't be so far that you do little to nothing and you want the whole world. Raise your goal, then raise your standard. You need to have the identity when you make decisions of the person who is at that goal. That's what helps you raise the standard. You need to not make decisions based on where you are now and make decisions based on where you want to be. Because how you make decisions is going to determine where you end up. Make decisions based on where you are now, where you're going to end up. Exactly where you are now. You do the things he'd do, the 2.0, the 10K, 15K, 20K a month version. You do his stuff, you think his way. What do you think's gonna happen? It's about time catching up. Hopefully that set in, because this is fundamental. Will grow you and the business, and this is a coaching business, especially in fitness, where it's dependent on your growth, because that's basically what you're marketing, right? Okay, second thing, your offer. A lot of people are thinking they just need more traffic. Oh, I'll just spam cold outreach. Even if you just are looking at, no, I'll just dump all my money into an ad, get crazy traffic, and then convert those people. You cannot do that if your offer messaging is butt, okay? If you just spam cold outreach to a ton of people, you're gonna bring a bunch of people in, and then your offer and your content messaging isn't gonna be well enough, so they're just gonna sit there, leave, or just keep watching. No clients for you. So the base, I would say like 80 or some random number, like 83% of your coaching business is your offer. And by that, I mean that's your offer and the messaging and your content that comes from your offer, and just how you talk about the basis of what you do, showcasing that in a way that connects and shows value. I know people say, oh, value, give value. I'm not talking about teaching them, okay, here's how you do a freaking curl. It's about how you specifically, like, if you're a fitness coach, to a specific person, how you market to a specific person, a pretty specific outcome, and then the way you're showcasing your offer as like unique and like a good offer is the uniqueness of who you are, so you can speak deeply about it and connect deeply with them. So spamming cold out, like, and even then, traffic's not your problem anymore. Once you have that situation situated, traffic is not your problem. You can just launch an ad for very, very cheap now. You don't have to freaking dump your whole wallet in there. You can literally spend like what, $10, okay? And because the messaging is right, it's gonna be in your creative of the ad too. It's gonna draw the right people in. They're gonna get nurtured within the ecosystem of your content. And then you can convert them. And if you don't have a setting and sales system, you also need that as well. But this is step one. This is step one. You do that with your offer. You make sure that's communicated right, and that works within your content. You'll have people wanting to work with you. And then your situation is, okay, how do I get them in the right way? You want to actually have people to work with, not just spam like crazy. Because it works over a really long time horizon, but it's one of the longest ways that you can choose to try and make this work and scale for you. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna spam. Quantity, forget quality. It's not the way, man. It's not the way. So it was just those two things that I really wanted to get out. It's a problem that I keep seeing. The identity side of things, I work on that as well myself, but I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now or be the person I am, have the business I have, coach the clients I coach, close the deals that I close, all that stuff, if I didn't address the identity side of it first. And even now we're going through a period where we're revising, I'm like revising the offer and stuff like that, because I want it to be better. Because that's the core. That's the core of what allows your coaching business to scale. That is the core of everything. That is the base of your business. I'll say it 5,000 times. When there's a problem, you can almost always start to fix it there, unless it's like fulfillment. In that case, it's like you kind of suck at your job, like work on that, I guess, or work on your program. And we help with all those things. But if you want your coaching business to grow, please do not move forward with I'm a fitness coach, I'm a this coach, I'm a that coach offer. Needs to be specific, needs to resonate, okay? Needs to be dialed in. Otherwise, traffic's not gonna save you. Spamming CTAs is not gonna save you. Your offer being better will save you. All right, catch y'all. Be well. Peace.